Okay, so here we go. So we're live on Facebook, we're recording, and I am so happy to be here. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Alexandra Sauvé. I'm an independent consultant with Arbonne, and I'm a national vice president with this incredible company. And I get to present today with one of my dearest friends, RVP, Lia who's here on the screen, and very, very excited. Today, the way we're gonna mold this all out is we're gonna share our stories throughout the information that's gonna be listed on the screen. But I could just only think of one possible way to start this whole presentation today than to talk about like why now. And I am so sensitive to the fact that these are very, very challenging times for many people right now. And what I can tell you is that as much as you might have been looking at this from afar, I really want to congratulate you for taking the time out of your day to be taking a look at it. It may be for you, it may not be for you, but what I do know for sure is that this could be possibly a lifeline for so many other people. So it might not be for you, but it could be for somebody that's really around you. And I know that Arbonne was my savior 8 years ago. When I went to go look at the business opportunity to say thanks, but no thanks, I saw the opportunity to make short-term income, which was easily a $200 or $300 either a month or weekly. And I saw also the possibility of making long-term income. And so I jumped in full feet into the business opportunity after hearing the full story. And I honestly tell people all the time, we often say no and O because we don't know, capital K-N-O-W. And see, you don't even need to spell properly to be successful in this business, because I now can honestly say that I'm flabbergasted by what's happening out there and what's happening on our end. And we almost feel like we're in the twilight zone these days because we're watching as the economy is clearly, there's a lot of things happening out there. But one thing is for sure is that the digital economy is up. The way people are working is different. I call it the Amazon economy, the Arbonne economy, because there's one thing for sure, people are going to be working more and more and more from home. Things are not going to go necessarily back to exactly the way they used to be. I think that we're really repositioning ourselves, and I really honestly feel like it's such a great time for people to take a time out and to really assess how you want to be living your life. And how Arbonne fits itself in my life is like right now, while we're in this pandemic, I feel like my whole life is pretty much the same. The only difference is that I'm not having necessarily nightly events, physical events, but my daily schedule is more busier than ever before. And it's because I've chosen to get started with my Arbonne business to make part-time income 8 years ago, to make that extra $300 a month. And then I quickly saw that I could make $300 a month, but I could also teach other people to make $300 a month. And then I saw the power of empowering other people. And this is the kind of business that we're in. And I feel like there's no better time to be part of something that's so positive, empowering, especially in times that people are looking at so much news and bringing their energy down. We're part of a company that just wants to elevate people. And, you know, as you're thinking and reflecting on where you want to be in the next little while and what do you want to change after this period, or maybe just get started now, start thinking about the fact that a lot of people are going to be teleworking. Do you want to be teleworking for somebody else labeling your salary, or would you rather work for yourself and label how much you're worth? Because if somebody would have told me that I was capable of building a multi-million-dollar business, I probably would have laughed in their face, because I wasn't entrepreneurial at all. I was somebody who was destined to be an employee for somebody else their whole entire life. I said yes to Arbonne for that side gig income. But what I love the most about this business is the fact that you get to show up as you are, and Arbonne teaches you for free how to become an entrepreneur. You get to learn from the very best and learn how to be successful. So every big thing starts with small things. But all I know is that it's not an irony that you're hearing this today. And if we look at social entrepreneurship, it's really growing because it's low risk. And I mean, I'm looking and I'm feeling from all my traditional entrepreneur friends, I mean, these are really, really stressful times. But I know for sure that people who get involved in Arbonne, there's zero risk, because all we're doing is showing people how to build a business in a booming industry, because what we're considered is, of course, essential needs. So if we take a look at the Great Depression and the economies that grew in those times, there was 3 industries that grew during the Great Depression. It was Wrigley's gum, Hershey's chocolate, and personal care products. So if you're already an independent consultant listening to this business opportunity and thinking about sharing it with other people, I hope you're standing up and dancing about it. If you're somebody listening to this looking for an additional way to make income, I hope you're feeling hope that this may be the answer for it, because you're at the right place at the right time in the right economy and with the right type of products, okay? As terms of, you know, the long-lasting business, this is not a 5-minute phase. This is not something that's going to come and go. I remember getting started in my Arbonne business and my friends telling me, don't do that thing. It's going to be passager. It's these kind of things come and go. Well, what I know for sure is that there may be other companies that come and go, but what stands Arbonne apart is that we've been 40 years of stability, of anchoring, of culture. We've gone through recession. We've gone through 2008. We've gone through September 11. We've gone through all of those moments in history, and we've always come out booming. I became an independent consultant in the late 2011 and the beginning of 2012, and I remember looking at this board of the national vice presidents, the people that were at the top of the business, and I looked at that board and I saw that there was a massive amount of national vice presidents that came between 2008 and 2011. So what does it mean for you guys that are taking a look at this business is that you have an incredible opportunity in your hands to maximize on this, because in times of recession, people are looking for home-based businesses. People are looking to make an additional income, and this is the place. And what is so special about this is that we're family owned. We still are. We were founded by this man called Peter Mork that had a dream of making a business that where everybody would feel flourish and feel supported. And that's exactly the kind of business that we are, because as you see, Lia and I are sharing today the business opportunity, and we are zero linked in money-wise or financially to each other. All we are linked by is our heart and being part of this culture together, and we love empowering other people to get their business started the same way that we did in our early 20s. So that was Peter's dream. He wanted to see women empowering each other and cheering each other on, whether they were affiliated or not, right? And I really love that. And we were purchased by Groupe Rocher last year, actually in 2018, and amazing things have come out of this, because Groupe Rocher is a 60-year-old company. They own 10 other companies in their name. They're $1 billion in multi-billion-dollar company, I'd have to say. And the great thing is that Arbonne wasn't even for sale, and they came and purchased Arbonne. Why? Because of everything that Arbonne stands for. Arbonne's been vegan for 40 years. They've been sustainable for 40 years. They've been all about the people for 40 years. They've been a business that wants to do good for 40 years. And so since we got purchased from Groupe Rocher, the great thing is that their vision has just expanded Arbonne's mission. And they went out and quested that we became B certified. So we are officially B certified. And you might not know what that means, but this is a huge stamp. It means that in companies that are B certified, yes, first have to prove that they're lucrative, and second, that they put people and planet first, okay? So this is really, really powerful, because it's mission-driven companies that are driving the force for good in the world. And I'm so grateful to be part and being a leader in this business. So if you're an independent consultant, or if you're thinking about being an independent consultant, you're a leader, okay? It doesn't matter about the title. You're a leader leading this movement and this change. And Arbonne, as much as there's only 3,000 companies in the world that are B certified, Arbonne is in the top 25 companies in the world, biggest companies. So we're a $600 million company, massive company. When we take a look at environmental impact, all the packaging that Arbonne has is all recycled and recyclable fabric. All the writing on all the packaging is made with soya and vegetable ink. We are carbon neutral, so it means that every time that you place an order online, it's delivered straight to your door. Arbonne calculates how much emission is put it out there, and they balance out the CO2 and plant a tree to counteract that toxicity in the world. When we take a look at our warehouses, we are now zero waste environment since 2018. It's really all about the people. And I just take a look at just the community of Arbonne. Yesterday, the Canadian National Vice Presidents, we got together, we raised over $20,000 to be gifting our front line, the people that are really taking care of our business as we still stand, people who are picking up the phones at Arbonne, people who are in the warehouses packing stuff up. I feel so grateful to be in the position to be able not only to give forward to these kind of the people that are on the front line of Arbonne, but even more so to be really there and part of a company that just wants to do good. So when we talk about, I think I'm gonna pass it over to Lia, right? Yeah, so I could go on forever, but I'm gonna let Lia talk about really what is Arbonne, like what is the product, what is the deal, and she'll share a little bit of her story and rewind.
Hi, everyone. Okay, so my name is Lia Borsellino. I'm an independent consultant and regional vice president with Arbonne. Thank you, Alex. I swear I've been in Arbonne for almost 8 years. I still get goosebumps all over my body, especially when you speak, because I feel like, first of all, I always learn something new. I don't know why, but I always learn something new with you. And I love that. And you just really constantly remind us, like, just the power of Arbonne and what this company is. It's so much more than a product. And obviously I'm going to talk about the products, but this company just means so much more. It's really the people, first of all, because as you can see, you're surrounded by the most positive, inspiring, uplifting people. And in these uncertain times, it could be easy to kind of, go into a hole and have anxiety and feel nervous and scared. But, fear is really so much worse than everything else. So if you could just try to find something that uplifts you, and in my case, and I know Alex's case, Arbonne has been a big part of that, and our community of Arbonne has been a huge part of that. I think that that's honestly like the best gift that you could give yourself. So, I see myself now. So I actually started my Arbonne business almost 8 years ago. It was June, almost 8 years ago. I was 20 years old. So now I've just turned 28 in March. So I'm growing up, but I actually started my Arbonne business when I was still in school. I was about to start studying at Concordia for my bachelor's in marketing, and I went along to do that and graduated. But why I joined Arbonne was because, first of all, I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I really always wanted to have my own business. I never thought it would be Arbonne. Guys, I did not know what Arbonne was. I did not know what social marketing was. I had no idea any of this. I wanted to be either a wedding planner or a makeup artist. Those were my two aspirations, I would say. But when I was introduced to Arbonne, this was like the match made in heaven. Why? Because I didn't have to stop what I was doing. I didn't have to quit my summer job. I didn't have to quit school. I could actually build this business alongside what I was currently doing. And I remember my applying national vice president, Loriana Savignano, saying two things. One thing she said was to prepare for impact. And guys, this is something that is touching us home, so close to home today. Okay. So for every single person today, this is something that you can understand, to prepare for impact. And number two, what's your plan B? So I was 20 years old. Most 20-year-olds are not thinking about a plan B and preparing for impact. Okay. They're partying, having fun, going to school, have a part-time job. But I was thinking about this. Why? Because my mom had just been diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. And this was something that I never imagined happening to my family. My mom was the healthiest person I knew. And when I was brought up with this information, I was completely shocked, obviously devastated, but my mom really taught me to be positive and to, keep fighting, be strong, and that we would get through it together. My mom went along to she passed away about 6 years ago. It's going to be 6 years in August. And the power of this business really, it kept me together. And why I say that is because two things. First of all, when I joined Arbonne, it was a few months after I learned about my mom. And most people going through what I was going through, being that I was working in the summer, I was taking care of my mom, I had a social life, I was very, very, very busy. As I always hear, people are very, very, very busy. I was too. And when you're introduced to an opportunity like Arbonne, most people will say, you know what, it's not the time. I'm too busy. I have to take care of my mom. I have to go to school. I have my summer job. Like, I have way too much on my plate right now. But instead, I heard someone say, like, turn your why nots into the reason why you can't afford not to do this business. And that's why I jumped in with 2 feet, because I knew that I would make time for something that would be worth my while. As busy as I was, we all make time for things that are worth our while. So that's why I made time for Arbonne. And when my mom passed away, and actually when she got more sick throughout the years, I was able to be present with her thanks to Arbonne. I eventually went on to quit that summer job. I completed school, but throughout my studies, I was able to be present. And in the summer months before my mom passed away and the summer before, I was present with her. I was with her, and I was earning money with Arbonne. So I worked my business around my lifestyle. Okay. And that's so priceless. So that's something that we're really, like, I was taught at a young age to prepare for impact. I understood what that meant from a very young age. And now we all understand what that is. So this happens to people at different moments in their lives, and it could be different circumstances. Today, the current circumstance is what's going on right now, which is obviously affecting everyone. So everyone can kind of relate to this. So we need a plan B, and this plan B can very well be Arbonne. And Alex said enough reasons as to why this is the best business decision you can make for you and your family. But now I do want to talk product, because at the end of the day, if we didn't have a good product, I personally, I've never been in sales in my life. I would not be able to sell these products if I didn't personally use them and personally see results. So we have a wide range of consumable products, going from nutrition to skincare to makeup to body care. So it's like having your own personal care brand, just open 24/7. You can purchase from your online store at any time. You get a discount. You can actually recommend it to other people, which, guys, we do anyways. How many times do you recommend something you like to people around you? Or how many times do people say, like, oh, what do you use? What's that lipstick color? Oh, what do you use to stay in shape? What kind of protein powder do you use? This happens all the time. And we recommend people to stores who do not give you a commission for recommending their product. So this is what Arbonne's about. We become walking billboards of the brand. And that's really what I am. I'm an ambassador of Arbonne. I'm proud to represent these companies. The products have changed my skin, my body, my health. It's ultimate wellness, and we spread that with others. So if we didn't have good products, obviously we wouldn't be able to go there. But we really do have the wide range for every single person. We have for men, women, we have a baby line, we have all of that. Okay. Also, when we talk the quality, they're extremely high quality products. So, okay, beautiful. We have a slide on that. I didn't know. I forgot about that. So they're plant-based ingredients. So we're vegan. We've been vegan for 40 years, guys. We have been way ahead of the competition. Now everybody's trying to jump on this bandwagon. Why? Because people want to be healthy. Now people are aware of what's in their products. Most companies have been hiding the ingredients. We are 100% transparent. You will be able to see on our labels, on the boxes, all the ingredients. Okay, we're plant-based. We have high clean standards. I love this. Okay, so we used to abide by the European standards of products, which maybe you know is the strictest standards around the globe. But a couple of years ago, Arbonne decided to take it one step further, and they made the Arbonne Not Allowed list, which actually eliminates 2,000 ingredients from our products. So not only are they eliminating all the nasty ingredients and the toxic ingredients that are not serving us in any way, but they even went a step further and they removed any ingredients that they're doubtful, that hasn't been proven safe or unsafe. They've even removed those. Okay, so they work with a lot of experts, and the scientific team behind these products are incredible. Guys, I would not be able to make my own products, okay? But that's what we have behind us. All we do is share these products with others, but we have a team of people in California, scientists who are constantly testing, like there's just such rigorous testings to make sure that we have the highest standards of ingredients in the products. But not only are they clean and good for you, they deliver results. So as you can see at the bottom of the slide, we have all the stamps of approval that people are looking for. We're kosher, we're vegan, we're gluten-free in our nutrition products. We really have BSCG certified for our performance sports line. We have really all that you're looking for in terms of the testing.
Oh, hi girls, can I just ask you a question?
Yes, sure.
Okay, so just trying to like represent the celiac community, which is a gluten-free products, ingredients and whatnot. So what would you say would be like the percentage of elements or of products that you guys have that are certified gluten-free?
Every single thing is gluten-free. Every single thing is certified gluten-free.
Oh, so it's certified now, because for example, I was looking for protein powder and going onto the website, it said cannot guarantee. It does not contain gluten, but cannot guarantee that it's not been produced in a facility.
We can answer questions afterwards, but I can talk about it once we get off live.
Sure, of course. Thank you.
Thank you. So consumer demand for health and wellness. So this is really important. Okay. So you guys are a part of the right company at the right time. Okay. Everybody is looking to be healthy. Everything is about health and wellness. That's what everybody wants, right? This is the trend today, and it's not going anywhere. I don't see anyone waking up tomorrow and saying, you know what, I don't feel like being healthy tomorrow. Like it's not going to happen. Now we're just constantly learning more, and people are becoming more educated about it. And that's why you make better decisions. I know prior to Arbonne, I wasn't that much into health and wellness because I didn't know better. And I really believe that when you know better, you do better. And that's what we really do. We really want to help people. We educate others on all of this. So in terms of safety, this is what I love, is that all the products, they're clean and organic skincare is expected to grow by 10%. Actually, I'm gonna make Alex talk more about those things because she's good at that. But what I do want to say is that we are in the industry of wellness, which I mentioned, but it goes further than losing weight. It goes further than just taking care of your skin. This goes into all aspects of wellness, your mental state, just feeling good, being able to help others, inspire others, take care of yourself from the inside out, and stress. I know Alex and I spoke about stress. 84% of the world population is experiencing stress. So we have the power to help people in so many ways. I know nutrition is a huge factor and really can help people, balance their body and release toxicity and get rid of all of that, which we do have an amazing program for that. But this is what people are looking for. People are constantly trying to, better themselves. And this is just what we're a part of. We're a part of that world of health and wellness where we can educate others on that. So Alex, do you want to just complete this slide? Because I know we spoke about it and I love what you said before.
Yeah. Well, when you take a look at when you look at the statistics of what has created the most amount of wealth since 2005, and what's expected to create as much wealth, and who has the industry that has the most active participant millionaires right now in 2020, it is the industry of social marketing. And second, what's estimated to keep growing is really the clean organic skincare wave. The wellness wave is expected to keep growing from 2030. So like Lia said, when people start feeling better, they're not going to stop doing that, right? And I love the simplicity of it, because starting Arbonne is not like, okay, let me quit my job and let me just put everything to the side and start this gig. This is simply just an additional way to earn an income. And it's a great way to supplement an income. And it's a great way to start transitioning yourself from, if you don't like what you're doing right now, you can slowly start this and transition into doing Arbonne full time, which, let's be real, Arbonne is not a full-time gig. It's really a lifestyle thing, because at the end of the day, all the products that Lia mentioned, we already purchased them somewhere else. We've already done the math. We personally use about 40 plus products per day, which I would have easily been using from somebody else. I would have been supporting these big companies. And truthfully, when I said yes to Arbonne, I was already working in fashion. I had moved to Montreal from Ontario. I moved here. I wanted to study in fashion. I worked in fashion. I actually came across one of my business cards back then. And I used to think that was so cool to be a fashion producer and to work in the industry of fashion. And I thought I was too good for Arbonne. And what I realize, especially now, is I'm so grateful I saw past not thinking that I was too cool for that, because the reality is that the fashion industry has been collapsing for way longer than just now in Canada. It's been collapsing for a long time. A lot of industries are going to be collapsing from this, but one thing stands for sure: we're not going to stop washing because we're right now in a crisis. No one's going to stop washing. Okay, that's one thing for sure. So we're already going to be supporting so many other brands, and this is just simply a really smart way of, instead of supporting somebody who doesn't support your health, who doesn't support your wallet, who doesn't support your dreams, to just transition, shop in your own Arbonne store and learn all the benefits of living a holistic lifestyle. Because I'll tell you one thing, I was like an avid diet soda drinker. I was selling people on drinking diet soda because it was better and had 0 calories. Little did I know. But what I learned in the process of Arbonne is, oh my gosh, like using botanical ingredients is so much better. Natural is not necessarily the way to go, guys, because having a natural product doesn't have science behind it the way that Arbonne does. Everything is about the results, like Lia said, and we have a 45-day money back guarantee. So there's literally no risk to actually starting an Arbonne business. You just transition, take a look at what you use on a daily: toothpaste, deodorant, washing yourself, all of those things, using a shake, maybe an energy drink, maybe some greens in the morning, all of those things. Start buying them in your store. They're delivered to your house, and share that with other people, okay? So you're just a micro franchise, just living a brand and sharing it with other people. You can share it various different ways: events, online events, cross-border. We're right now in 6 countries. We can do business actively and build consultants and clients in Canada, US, UK, Australia, New Zealand, and Poland. And what the best part about it is that the fact that we were purchased by Groupe Rocher, the fact that we're part of that incredible company, that's our parent company. They actively do business today in over 100 countries. And when I tell you guys that, I have goosebumps, because not only today, I've been in Arbonne for 8 years, I've had the ability to walk walk away from my full-time career. I've had the ability to be home with my babies. I have a 5-year-old and a 5-month-old. And one thing is that the one thing you can't buy in life is time. And this business, the bigger you build it, the more time you invest. You don't get necessarily return on investment, you get return on time. And how many people do we know make a lot of money and they keep investing their time, but what happens is that they end up in this rabbit reel or whatever, and they just keep investing more time because it becomes a big beast, right? Whereas this, the more time you invest, the more you get better, the more time you leverage. And so we can leverage our time and share it different ways. You can share it by social media, you can share it by Zoom, evidently we're doing that right now, and you can share it one-on-one, okay? So there's so many different ways you can share it, and you can learn all these ways. Maybe you're looking at this screen and you don't know how it works to build a business, cross borders, or you don't know how to do an online event. All of those things are taught. Okay, so how do we earn income? Well, we earn income 3 different ways. So the first way is we're an online store. So you build a clientele, okay? So you will work actively to build your clientele one time. If I sell somebody on doing their healthy green shot in the morning, which is always better to take it on an empty stomach because that's when vitamins are better absorbed. Somebody purchases that greens today. Well, what's going to happen when they feel so great after 30 days? They're going to purchase online again. But this time, they won't need me. They can shop directly online. So what does that create? That creates residual income. What does it create when they share it with their friends and how to do it? Well, that creates more residual income. And so you can get the idea that it starts with one person, but it can trickle down and impact so many other people. So our online store is where we make right now money. This is where right now, if you're looking for additional income, you want to be focusing your energy on that right now money. Whatever you do right now, you will get paid next Tuesday on it, okay? Whatever you sell in your Arbonne store, you can get paid next week on 15 to 35% commission, okay? And whatever you build and people continue to purchase, you continuously make that weekly override. Now, the second way we earn an income, and this is the really having vision and that later money, is building a team of other people who do the same exact thing as you. People who redirect where they're spending their income, and you coach and train those people based on the knowledge that you have. Now, when you first start, do you have that much knowledge? No, let's be real, you don't, okay? So you get paid 6% on sharing that, on sharing them the business opportunity. But what happens is that the more value you have in terms of leadership because of more knowledge, the more Arbonne will pay you to share your knowledge with these people to build a business because they want everyone to be successful. Now, have you ever met or seen another corporate company that wants to pay you more to make more other people more successful, okay? And this is why the dynamics of Arbonne is so positive, because it's a win-win for everybody. Arbonne wants to pay us more, and they want us to grow more leaders. And what does that do for you as a person who's building a business and that's helping other people be successful? It makes you feel good. So it makes you feel good to help somebody else to be adding value. It makes you feel good to take your time out and to show somebody how to be successful. You get texts, people are saying to me, oh my God, Alex, how do you stay so positive? How could I not stay so positive? I've had so many texts come through in my phone. My phone's blowing up in the last 3 weeks. People telling me, I don't know what I would do without Arbonne right now. I don't know what I would do without that additional income. I've had texts, people telling me, oh my God, thank you so much, Alex. I now get to work 4 days a week because of Arbonne. Oh, and I've had other texts say, oh my God, I just got my first $10,000 monthly paycheck thanks to Arbonne. So those are the kind of moments that are so worth investing your time into building this business. And I wish you that you get started not only for that extra $300 a month in Arbonne, but for all of the big pie that comes with it. And so we get monthly cash bonuses. You've probably seen the Mercedes on Instagram or Facebook. We get a monthly Mercedes-Benz cash bonus once you get to the regional vice president level, which is the 3rd level of management, which is just a nice way of Arbonne saying, thank you. Thank you for showing up big. Thank you for being proud of aligning yourself with Arbonne. Thank you for helping other people be successful. Thank you for putting our brands into other people's houses. The more you do that, the more you live this brand, the more it will gift you in so many ways. And so there's only 4 levels of management. There is no complicated stuff, okay? I've heard people tell me what's your compensation plan like? And I'm like, okay, what do you mean And then they're like, how many people do you need to sponsor to get to this level, that level? I'm like, okay, God, like, I'm grateful. I knew nothing about network marketing when I first got started. I knew nothing about all these MLMs and all this stuff. And I was probably an MLM hater is what you probably would have considered me. But truthfully, it probably would have been an MLM hater for that kind of type of compensation plan, because I wouldn't feel good or authentic or congruent with what I'm sharing if I had to place somebody somewhere and to make that kind of income and to do that, because that doesn't feel human to me. The way we get compensated in Arbonne is literally you share a product, they buy, you get paid. You help somebody get started with their business and you coach and train them, you get paid on the sales of that micro franchise. It's just simple business. It's what you do is what you get paid on. That's what happens. And then you get leverage from the value that you bring to your organization. Okay. So the 4 levels of management, the first one is an average income of $355 a month. Not a bad gig. The average time to get there is 1 to 5 months. So cool stuff. And this only includes the second variable, the variable on your team. It doesn't include your weekly commissions on these slides right now. So what you're seeing is really one variable of the residual income that you can build in your Arbonne business. The second level of management is area manager level, which is like the level that changes literally one's life. Okay. At area manager level, you can actually put your business as a willable asset. So God forbid something happens to you and you've built a clientele, you've built a team that are continuously purchasing online. There's no monthly purchases, but the good thing is that Arbonne is very addictive because we look so good and we feel so good using it that we want to that people keep buying, right? So you get to will off your business. God forbid something was to happen to you. Now, I look back in my fashion career, God forbid something would have happened to me. They would have been pretty sad to not have my face in that studio. But you know what? They would have had to hire somebody else, and the effort that I would have put there would have never been given to my kids or to my spouse. The cool thing is that every time I take time out to either share with you guys right now on a screen or to go have a coffee date and to empower somebody to get started with their business, I know that I'm building the legacy of my family, and I'm building legacy not only in the presence that I have. So the third way we can earn an income, and I mean, that's not a bad gig. It's like $1,600 to $4,000 a month. Average time to get there is, I'd say, 5 to 18 months. Regional vice president, third level of management, is $6,000 to $10,000 a month. I mean, that's when you've surpassed pretty much the average income in Canada right now. It's an average of $70-some thousand a year. I mean, not a bad gig to be working part-time, having a car paid for, and to be traveling the world and doing life as you want. I mean, most people say they love their jobs, but I tell you that once they get to that level, they're like, nah, I didn't like that job anyways. And then they just keep building their business. And so the average time to get there is about 18 to 31 months. I'd say it took me 36 months. There's no shame in taking longer. These are just the averages of Arbonne. And national vice president is the very tippy top of Arbonne. The average that you see on screen is literally the average in Canada, $18,000 a month. It's an average income of $220,000 a year. It's CEO income. Average time to get there is 4 to 5 years. So I'm asking you guys, do you know another possibility of earning a CEO income, working part-time from home, just redirecting what you're using? Because as much as I was skeptical when I first got started in Arbonne, I became very curious, and I started to ask people, show me something better. And I've sat down to so many meetings, and no one yet has been able to show me something better. This is not a get rich quick. This is not easy peasy thing. If you build this like a real business, you will have the real business results with it. And so on that note, I'm going to pass it off to my darling friend, Lia, to conclude this presentation. And thank you guys.
Amazing. Okay, so basically, as you heard, at Arbonne, we really do create opportunities so everyone can flourish. And what I love about this is that when I started Arbonne, I mentioned I was 20 years old, okay? I came into Arbonne, and when my sponsor, Marissa Braya, introduced it to me, I don't even think she wanted me in the business, because she didn't know, like she didn't even think of that, because there was no 20-year-olds doing Arbonne at that time. Or so I thought, but anyways. So I remember she asked me to look at the products, but she gave me a bunch of samples for my mom. And then I was like, well, what's this all about? So she explained to me, and I was like, well, wait, I want to do this. She's like, really? I was like, absolutely, I want to do this. And I remember a lot of people telling me, well, why are you doing this? Like you're working for your family business. Like you don't need this, like focus on school. And I was like, but why not? Like age, we don't discriminate. Okay. So age doesn't matter. Gender doesn't matter. Whatever your background is, we love you. We're there for you. We're supporting you. This is really an opportunity where everyone can grow together. The common thing between all of us is that we want more. Okay. And that's why I love this, that we really have just a passionate community from people from all walks of lives. We have doctors, we have lawyers, we have stay-at-home moms, we have teachers, We have students, and I built this business as a student. And guys, when I said I was the only one 20 years old, I remember I entered a big meeting once, one of the first meetings I attended, and I saw Alex Sobey from far. And I was like, oh my God, I'm not the only one. She must have been like 23 or 24, I'm not sure. And I was 20, and I was like, okay, I'm not the only one. So, you know, we could do this. And today, this is a business made for I don't even know what they're calling them, millennials and Gen Z. It's made for them because now they can literally run a business from their phone. This is literally for every single person, every single generation. And I love that. So the best product we have, as much as our products are amazing, is this business opportunity. Okay. So we're here to help you, coach you, guide you. Guys, what kind of business out there can you succeed by helping others succeed? This is so powerful. Okay. To succeed, you need to help others succeed. It is the most selfless business opportunity that I've ever heard of in my life. And when Alex says, show me something better, maybe there's opportunities for you to make more money out there also in other ways. That's great. You can do it also, but there is nothing that you can earn this kind of money by helping others earn the same kind of money too. Okay. That is powerful. And that's what I love the most about this business. So I can't really read what else this says. It's very small. Share our mission to healthy living. Oh yeah. So that's really what this is about. We just share what we do, what we love. Knowledge is power. And by educating others, you could grow a team of, you know, passionate consultants like us, or you could grow a big team with clients as well who love the product and love the brand. And that's what really this is all about. So it's all about the community, the products, the planet, and just being good and doing good for others. Is there another slide? Alex? No? The end? Oh, the end.
So that concludes our PowerPoint visual. Brand new PowerPoint. So on that note, I'm just so grateful that we got to share together, Lia, again. And I mean, I hope that this actually brightened your day. And one thing I know for sure is that Arbonne didn't necessarily change everything in my life from the moment that I signed up. But the one thing that it did do, it gave me hope. It gave me hope that tomorrow could be better than today. And when I came to find out, when I jumped into Arbonne, I was having struggles to pay just my monthly cell phone bill. And now I look at just plugging in, staying, and watching it all flourish. If you really stay, you will see your very best life unfold before your eyes. And the coolest thing about that is that people alongside us get to build their best life with us. So thank you so much for being with us. We are so grateful, and we look forward to connecting with you guys soon. Okay, bye.